Up 11, dig it. This is the wicked time from the planet E. Shocking when I would like to take you on a trip. Come on along now and listen to our tunes. Just sit back as we go zoom, zoom, zoom. Who is she and what's the trouble? Who is the girl?
Hey there, welcome to Frank's Tech Help. So today I'm going to be doing a little test drive on the Traxxas Rustler 4x4 VXL using a little bit of negative camber. And if you're not familiar with camber, it's the angle of the tires. Zero camber is up, positive camber goes out, negative camber goes in. This is usually used for racing, drifting, various types of activities with cars there. And I can give you a little, if I can get my camera in the right angle here so you guys can see this. So you can see the tires are slightly tilted in, and that's a result of tightening down the turnbuckles up here on the top. And so yeah, if you just tighten these down and there's a certain direction, it actually go one direction, it tilts it in, you go the other direction, it tilts it out as far as that goes. And you can see the back tires there as well. Let me spin this around real quick. Alright, so you can see it right there. And I never really thought about this much. I mean, granted, this is an off-road / street racing vehicle, whatever, and it has knobby tires, which are typically for off-road. So, you know, in this scenario, you don't normally use camber, negative camber. Some people use a positive camber for off-road, you know, which pushes the tires out, and it allows it to, you know, when you do jumps and stuff like that, it just kind of digs in the traction a little bit differently. Normally, for camber, you would have a little bit slicker tire, you know, if you want to do it for drifting or racing or whatever. I'm doing it with knobbies just because when I corner, I want it to hang onto the street a little bit better. So I'm going to go outside here and test this now that I've got the negative camber set. And you can say camber in or negative camber, and then camber out or positive camber or zero camber, which is pretty much how it comes from the factory. So this is just an experiment. Yeah, so in general, you know, it looks pretty cool, especially when you pull it down like that. You see the tires tilt in like that. So what happens is when you go around curves and you're sliding or you're hugging the road there, you know, it corrects the tires and it digs in deeper. And it's supposed to give you better traction in general. And I have this curb out in front of my house that I race around, 90-degree curb. So I'm going to do some test runs and let's see what it does. Because normally this car, if I go full speed, it flips over when I come around the corner at full speed. So let's see what happens now. Alright, there you have it. That's the three different ways I've configured it. The first section of videos was with all four tires set with negative camber, and it really did not seem to perform nearly as well. The second round of testing, I set the rear tires with a negative camber, and it performed super well, as you can see in the video. And then when I set all four tires to zero camber, it flipped like crazy, continuing, like just continuously flipped coming around that corner. So the consensus in my mind is that setting the rear tires with a negative camber will drastically increase the performance and the hugging. And you know, I guess coming around that corner, the front wheels are off the ground a little bit. It's a little bit lighter in the front end. That front left tire up there is probably hugging pretty good. But keeping these tires with the negative camber, just a slight negative camber, seems to be doing really well as far as that. So right there you're looking at, it's pretty much a zero camber. So just remember, just go in just slightly of that. And if you have any further experience with this, feel free to post, comment, whatever. And keep in mind also that these are off-road tires. They're not really slicks for racing or anything like that. So anyway, there it is. It's the experiment for the day. The Traxxas Rustler 4x4, the rear negative camber, rocking the Casbah. Thanks for watching Frank's Tech Help. Peace.
When I would like to take you on a trip. Come on along now and listen to our tunes. Just sit back as we go zoom, zoom, zoom. Who she